Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So I want to talk about this story. I know my aspect of the way I cover stories is not about telling you the story, but the message, or how do I say it, or things we should grab from the story. Now, a lot of you may have come across this story. A girl called Deb'rah was dating this guy. Apparently, they had broken up a year before. He said the guy had said that if he can't have her, no one will. Basically, he's not going to let her go. And some people look at it like, oh, he really loves her. He can't do without her, blah, 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 blah. That's BS. That's not love. I'm telling you guys, it's not that. So let me just give a bit of a background for anyone that does not know this story. So basically, from the reports, they said the family said that they broken up a year ago. Okay, and that the guy refused to move on. And then on this day, he tried to go into her estate where she lives. You know, in Nigeria now they live, most especially Lagos, they live in estates, and that has been the best way to, security wise, living in estates has been the best decision for a lot of people. Anyways, he tried to get access. They didn't let him in, because estate living, before you can be allowed to visit somebody, the person has to call and approve and say, yes, I'm expecting this visitor. If the person says, no, I'm not expecting this visitor, they won't let the person through the estate gate. So this guy tried to come in as a dispatch rider. Dispatch rider in Nigeria, for those that may not know, are delivery guys that a lot of people use it now in Nigeria, and it's amazing. I'm not going to lie. You know, basically, the bike riders that deliver stuff people can buy online, and then you send them to deliver, you know, as long as something that can contain in the those thing they carry in back of their bikes. So the guy tried to come in as if he was a delivery guy. They use them for takeaways and for food, you know, clothes, different things they use it for. Okay, so the guy tried to gain access as a dispatch rider. Apparently, they called the girl, and the girl said she wasn't expecting any delivery, and they didn't let him through. Eventually, somehow, I don't know how they said, he was able to find his way to access this place. And initially, he tried to explode her apartment by using her gas cooker and to light it up. That didn't work. I don't know the full story, but my video is not about that. Let me just give this background. And then somehow, I don't know how he did it. He was able to break into her place, and he used the knife on her until her life was gone. Now, there are people that hear this story and say, oh, he loved her so much, he couldn't do without her. But, you know, it's love. It's a lie. That's not love. That is control. That is control. And the thing is like, how dare you? Like, you see, when people that love to control somebody, men especially, that love to control a woman, even if they don't even want that woman, no matter what happens, for them it's about, I decide what happens. So how dare her end the relationship? No, I am in control. I should decide when it ends. Who the hell is she to decide that it's over? So it's about control. So I'm no longer in charge to say when it's over. You understand? Because this girl is not alive to tell us why it ended or why she walked away. You understand? You know, in my language, they say, oh, sugar, no, that's the Igbo language. There's nobody you put sugar in their mouth that will spit it out. It's just a saying that if something is sweet, you would eat it. Right? So there must have been a reason why she said, you know what, I don't want this relationship anymore. She's not here to speak for herself. But men that love to control rather than love, they struggle to see a situation whereby they are no longer in control. How dare her decide that it's over? No, I make the decisions here. That is what it is. And if it took him a year to still be so bitter, it's possible he was thinking her life will go upside down. You know, nothing was happening. You know, let me say this again for a lot of people to watch. And women, I think, women too. I want to say this. Relationships end. If it's marriage or dating or courtship, whatever it is. And a lot of time, people think it's Nollywood movie. Oh, it has ended. My ex is going to suffer. I'm going to see him or her on the street picking pangolo. I'm going to start laughing. Picking pangolo on the street. And him or him or her will become wretched and see me in my Lamborghini or whatever car, you know, this expensive car, and I will drive past and they will see me, they will be wearing rags and look at me and I will be better than them. That is Nollywood movie. I'm sorry. That is a fact. This is the fact. I'm just being honest. There's no point in sugarcoating it, right? There are exes. I'm telling you, your ex will excel. I'm sorry. Some people may not like to hear this. You people have to learn. Let your ex go. Heal from inside. That's what is happening. People are not healing. Because when you heal, you should wish your ex well. Instead, for example, women do that a lot too. When their marriage or something breaks up, they are wishing for their men do it too. But let's say most of the time women are more petty than men, right? It's like they wish the man will become poor, the man will become this and become that. And they forget if your ex is doing well, it's good for your children. That is the ex way they remember your children. I'm sorry. Some exes, when they go, they look back. It's not funny, oh. I always say it. My son will be like, but Mom, that's not fun. I'm like, if I don't laugh, I go cry. So let me laugh. So some exes. But anyway, learn to release people and let them go. It's for your own good. By the way, if you're coming across this, I wrote a book about my story. And when I tell people, you know, that book, I can't even explain it. That book did a lot for me. I think expressing it and putting it out there. Okay, let me not go into all of that. I just wanted to hint on that. If you want, my book is available. You can, in the comment section, I'm going to put a link, or in the description box, I'll put a link. You can check it out. But anyways, so you see, people, there are a lot of people. I think if he waited 1 year, it's possible he was thinking, oh, now she's going to suffer. She's going to, and maybe, I don't know her story. I don't know. I didn't know this lady before now. Maybe she was still glowing and she was doing well or even better. And that is why that up to a year later, he was still that bitter to want to, like, how dare him? Like, let's be honest. What gives anybody the right to decide to end somebody else's life because they no longer love you or they no longer want to be with you? That's what I don't understand. And I'm saying it now for anybody watching this. Learn to love who loves you. If someone doesn't love you anymore, like, why would you want? That's what me, I don't understand. I always say it too. Women how do you love a man that doesn't love you? You understand? Is it not the love of the man that should be the thing that is shacking you? So the same thing for a man. If a woman doesn't want you anymore. But I'm saying this again. I've said it before. For a man to want to end a woman's life, people say it's just love. No, it is control. You don't end the life of someone you love. Am I making sense? You don't end the life of someone you love. But someone you control, you can do it because it's just control. The feeling is different. You know, you want to control. Now you want to now control how much longer they can live. That is what this is. Because, like I said, I think he waited for a year for something, you know, bad to happen. And she's no longer doing well. She's no longer glowing. But possibly he was seeing that her life was moving ahead. I couldn't wait for Nollywood to happen to her. And then he wanted to become the Nollywood in her life. When I say Nollywood, you know the way Nollywood always do it, that the boy dumped the girl or a girl dumped the man, and that person will not suffer in the future when they not see each other. That person is not better. That is Nollywood. It's not real life. I don't want it to be a long video, but in my opinion, those that feel like, oh, he loved her so much he couldn't do without her, I wanted to come here and say that is a lie. He was very controlling and he couldn't stand no longer being in control. That is what I believe happened. I don't know. This is my opinion. As always, my opinion is what I'm going to come here and share. And as always, whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.